Trooper A1, The Purple Blitzkrieg by Gabrielle Marie Kozak. Book 1 of the Trooper series. Narrated by the author. Chapter 18. No sooner had her friend hung up and Maura taken a sip of iced tea than Maura's phone rang again. Hey Maura, it's Chloe. Any news of Connor? Nina just got home from work. She told us that today she had to help get a policeman to the hospital. He crushed his hand in a car accident and broke a couple of ribs. She said he's off the force for good. Ouch, Maura exclaimed, wondering what connection this bit of news had with her twin. But she heard about what they were working on. Apparently a Connor White got murdered. Not your brother, right? Maura licked her lips. Actually... You're joking. Chloe's voice lost all its excitement. Come on, Maura. It's Connor unless there's some crazy coincidence, Maura broke in. But Chloe, I don't think he's dead, okay? Who was the police officer? Derek Lassick, Chloe told her quickly. Derek Lassick, and Nina thinks his hand's going to be paralyzed for life. Maura cringed, but thoughts of her brother were prevalent in her mind at the moment, and though she did feel sorry for the policeman, she turned her attention to other matters almost right away. Chloe, you still there? Yeah, came the quick reply. Maura glanced at Connor's phone, then at her screen, and chewed her lip thoughtfully. Can you go on a walk in half an hour and maybe Nina and Jack? I'll meet you at your place. I'll ask Lucinda, too. Your parents are going to let you go walking after what happened to Connor? Chloe demanded incredulously. Maura gave a short laugh. Maybe if you guys are with me. Okay, I'll ask my mom and text you. Sounds good. See ya. Maura hung up, pulled her chair, and then set to work feverishly. 5 minutes later, she sprang out of her chair, grabbed both her phone and Connor's, and glanced around for a jacket. Her favorite pink hoodie wasn't on the back of her chair like it always was. She gawked for a moment before realizing it must have gone into the wash. Maura knew very well that she had other jackets in her closet, but suddenly a thought struck her and she started rummaging around for something dark. Not finding anything, she finally gave up on a jacket altogether and went to ask her parents for permission to go walking with her friends. It had been a few days since her adventure, so they let her go with the stipulation that she'd stay with her friends the entire time and keep her phone unmuted. As Maura left the kitchen, she spotted Connor's dark blue coat jacket hanging on the rack by the door. He wore it everywhere, but apparently he hadn't been wearing it that fateful evening. She picked it up off the hook and, after a moment of hesitation, shrugged her arms into its sleeves. It fit her perfectly. Her mother watched her go down the street from the kitchen window. Adrian was sitting at the kitchen table, stirring a cup of coffee that had long gotten cold. Do you think she's trying to ignore it? Victoria asked softly. She seems to have recovered already. She looks almost normal. Adrian frowned down at his coffee. I can't tell. 20 minutes later found Maura at the Marwicks' front door. Chloe, Nina, and their brother Jack were all there waiting. It's a great day for a walk, Chloe commented. Jack just glanced at Maura. Isn't that Connor's? He asked quietly. Yeah, I'm sure he'll want it back when we find him, Maura told them cheerfully, jogging off in the direction of Lucinda's house. The three Marwicks followed. Didn't they find proof that he was murdered? Nina broke in, glancing hard at Maura. Maura stuck her nose in the air defiantly. I won't believe it till I see it. It's really good to see you like this, Lucinda told Maura upon stepping out her front door. She had stayed behind once she heard that Maura wanted to go on a walk with her friends. I was afraid you'd be all cut up and depressed, but look at you, you're actually smiling. I don't think Connor's dead, Maura told her straight off as Lucinda fell in line. The white girl was leading them all, her feet taking her quickly where she wanted to be. Really? Lucinda pressed. Yeah, Maura told them seriously. We here all know that there are things science can't explain, like God, creation, and the bond between twins, Chloe finished for her. Where are we going? Jack wanted to know. We're going to form a detective club, Maura announced without really answering the question. Lucinda, you're in charge. I'm the hacker. Nina's the medic. Jack's the manpower. Chloe's the note-taker. Sound good? Whoa, it's your brother we're looking for, Lucinda broke in. You be in charge, Maura. I'll be the secretary. Okay, I guess, Maura grinned. Sure. What's it called? Jack drawled. I don't know, Maura shrugged. Any ideas? Anti-killers, Chloe said almost immediately. You mean ant-killers? Jack scoffed. No. White detectives, Lucinda interjected. Are you racist? Jack demanded, turning a chuckle into a cough. Nina swatted his shoulder as a warning to behave. No, we're not racist, Lucinda amended hastily. They'd reached a small gun shop. Now Mora stopped, and everyone else followed suit. Here we are, Mora announced quietly. Everyone ready? What are we going to do? Chloe asked eagerly. She was the youngest in the gathering of 5. Jack, Chloe, and Lucinda, can you just distract the shop owner? Mora requested in reply. Nina, I might need your help. With that, and after pulling the hood of Connor's favorite coat low down over her face, she pushed the shop door open. The bell above the door tinkled merrily. I knew it, Mora breathed a few minutes later. I knew it. She stared at her phone screen. What? Nina whispered, bending down over her shoulder. They were blocked from the shop owner's view by a rack of guns. Mora turned off her phone screen and stood up. There's a firewall here, she told Nina softly. Redirecting the GPS signal, and I don't know what else, yet. She pursed her lips and signaled to Jack, Chloe, and Lucinda, who were talking loudly nearby. I'll get through that wall and find out what these people's game is. For Connor's sake, I mean it. How long will it take? Nina murmured in her ear as the 5 walked out of the shop together. Mora allowed a pent-up sigh to escape her. Could be a day, could be months. Only time will tell.